All right, guys. So from our previous the previous video we made here, now what I have decided to do now is I have removed the header. I have removed to give it any height. So I will be using auto. So by default the height of your element will be auto. So by default the header will take as much space as possible because I was finding it difficult to make it very responsive. So the best way for me now is to actually make it auto. Then when it comes down to my media query has been giving me issues. So I've come up to work with two media query. The first one will be for mobile ones, which is going to be the default. And then I have two media query that I have also created here. So now this is what I'll be working with. The media query it wasn't giving me what I expected, so I didn't want to waste too much time. So, but this is what we'll be working with. All right. So I save, I go back to our HTML page. All right. Then I would then go live. So remember, we are trying to make things responsive. So I'm going to, all right. So this is not looking good now, but let's work on it. Okay. So now you can see that so on smaller size devices, it's looking this way. So um, let us now style the header section. So now, what I'm going to do now is that with the header, I'm going to do a little styling here. I'm going to say margin top. All right, so that there will be different. Okay, this is the header. Sorry, I will go to not the header this time around. Okay, I will go to the div, the div one. Okay, let me hero div one. I'll go to hero div one. This is the hero div one. So I'm also going to take this height and width out. Okay, so we still have what we have. So I'm going to say margin top to be, let's say 10 pixel. Let's see what we have. You can see it has come down a bit, but let's try maybe 20. Or maybe let's do 50. Let's do 50. All right, so there'll be a lot of space between this div and the nav bar. Do you understand? So now, and I'm also going to, since I will go down to this hero div 1 H2, which is the one that has the only AI CRM for small business. I'm going to say that by default, this is going to be, I'm removing the height. Okay, so I'll save. We still have this. So I'm going to say margin bottom. So there will be space between it and the paragraphs. I'll say margin bottom of, let's say 10 pixel. Okay, let's say 10 pixel. I think 10 pixel is okay. Or I can say 10 pixel is okay. All right. Now, why I'm using pixel, I think it's not a bad one because it's just the height. All right, this has to do with the code as in the height. So the pixel would always be, would always, it won't have any issues with responsiveness. So we have is, let me try 20 pixel and see. All right, I think it looks better now. So then I'll go to the paragraph. I will do the paragraph and I will say that the paragraph, the margin bottom would be, let's say another 20 pixel. All right, you can see there is this, or maybe I can even do this one, let's say 30, so that there will be more space. There is more space now. Then I will go down to the button. I think I will remove the height. Let me remove this height and see what we have. Okay. And then I would work with let me also work with margin bottom and let's see what we get. But I think this might not, okay, this looks good too. Okay, this is cool. This is cool, but I can go to the div, all right? I can, without even doing this margin bottom, I can go to the div itself. this one. I can go to the div one, and I will say padding for each children. I will just say padding. Um, I will say padding. Let me use padding. Then I will say padding would be, let's say padding top bottom would be something like 10 pixel, and then the other one would just be 0. Okay, I think we have something better here, but our button is not looking good. Let's give it some height. Let's give our button some height. Um, let's give our button some height. Um, if I say auto, let's see what we have. It's still the same thing. So let's say height of, if I use percentage here, it wouldn't work too much because our div does not have, the div one, does it have width? The div one does not have width. So I cannot use percentage. So I could just say maybe the height could be something like um let's say 10 pixel. Let's see what we have. Oops, too small. I'll go with 50. All right, I think it looks better now. So this is what we have come up with now, the new design we have come up with. So let's take a look at what it looks like in the different devices that we have. Okay, let's look at what we have. So if I go here, it looks good. I think it looks good. Yes. If I come here, it looks good. I come back here, it looks good. It looks good. I think it looks good too. It looks good. Okay, this also looks good. It's not bad. It also looks good. This also looks good. So instead of using the VH thing that was giving us issues before, I've decided not to use the VH. I've just given it auto. So I've now used margins to separate the this thing. So now you can see we have a breakpoint of 820 here, and our breakpoint will have a minimum of this. So if I go on now and say, okay, I want to change the font size. When it is bigger, I want to reduce the font size. Remember, the font size of this H2 is 5 EM. So what I want to do now is I want to reduce the font size. When it is minimum of 800 pixel, I want to reduce the font size to, let's say, something like 4. All right, you can see it looks better now. So this is working. So this media query thing, all right, it's really, so you can see now, when we are min width of 800 pixel, our font size reduces and this thing fits in well. So if I go back to something that is, you can see it looks good. It looks good. So we have something amazing here. But what I was having issues with the media query, and it wasn't just giving me what I was expecting. So in order not to waste too much time, I just needed to just do have 3 breakpoints, the small devices and the 800 and also the 1000. So what we have there is cool. So, but now, as we are getting this bigger, we should then remember, we have the div 1, the div 2, and we said the display is none. So let's try and say when we are in div 2, when we are in 800 and above, when we are in this media query, all right, let's try and say this guy is going to be, display is going to be block. So we want it to show. It's going to be block. It didn't show. Okay, so no, we are not in 1000. Okay. So when we go back here, all right, you can see it's showing now. So it's showing now, but if we go to something smaller, it wouldn't show. You can see we're having our breakpoints working now. So on smaller devices, less than 800 is not showing, but on anything bigger than 800 width, 800 pixel is showing. So now we will also need to do some styling. Now we need to divide this main div into two. So we need to make it flex. And then I will go back to that. I'll go back. This is this div. All right, this is the div. So um, I'm going to make it flex. It's already flex, but I'm going to, um, so what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to make this guy. So, um, of course, we'll still maintain the margin top to be 50 pixel. And then maybe the padding and everything will still be okay for now. But what do we want to do? We want to make it flex. So we'll make it flex. All right. Oh, okay. No, 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 not this div. So no, no, no. So let's go back to our HTML. So what we want to make flex is this H1. Sorry. My bad, my bad, my bad. Is this H1 this hero section, that's what we need to make flex. So let's go back. It's not div1, sorry, it's hero section. Okay, is hero section. Okay, so now we would also need to make it um we have a couple of things to do here. So we would also need to make the div1. We will make the div1 to be we'll make the div1 width of, okay. So when we do this, we would make div1 width of 50% maximum. Oh my God, sorry. Okay. No. All right. So now I will go back. This hero section, we didn't give it any width. Do we have? The hero section has width of 80%. Okay. Okay. So now the divs inside of it will be, I might even leave this height thing. Let me also remove this height thing and see what it looks like. Okay, so now we want to make this, when we are on this width size, we want to make, now you can see they are 50-50, but um, so I want to do justify content to be space between. You can see what we are having now. So now we are dividing the two divs. So what I'm going to do now is I will also get the hero 2. I'm going to, for now, temporarily give it a background color so that we'll see what we are working with. I will give it a background color so that it will be a background color of red. Oh my God, sorry, not div1, it's div2. Sorry, it's div2. Okay, so you can see now, all right? And then so we are dividing it into two. So let me expand this so that you can see that this can get bigger. So if I expand my browser, you can see it can get bigger. So this one will be here, this one will be here. So now we need to now work on these guys. So I will take this thing back. So maybe I'll take it back to 50%. Okay, this looks good. So now, you can see there are a lot of changes we need to make here. See, responsive design can be very crazy. Can be very, very crazy. So now what I'm going to do, okay, maybe I would give this div1 instead of 50%, let me give it something like, let me give it something like 60. So you can have some, okay. And then I'll give this one 40. Okay, okay. All right, this is looking better. Then I'm going to style the H1 differently again. The H1, when we are here, so when we are here, okay, instead of 4 EM again, so let me reduce it to 2 EM. Okay, I think it's looking better, guys. It's looking better. Instead of 2, I can make it 3. Let's see. Okay, let me try 2.5. All right, I think this looks better. Okay, I think this looks better. Then I would also work the P. I will also reduce, let me see, the paragraph. What do I give it? I gave it size of 1.7. So I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove it. Let's say I'll make it 1.5. Let's see. Or 1.2. Okay. Then you can see this other div. Let me give some padding so that there can be some let me give some padding to this div one. Where is it again? This div one. Let me give left and right. Let me say 10 pixels all around. You can see it looks better now. So what else do we need to style? Let's style the button differently too. So I'm just going to change just few things about the button, not everything. I'll change few things about the button. I'll only change the width. I will change the width to be, let's say, 50%. Fine. Guys, it's looking better, or maybe 40. I think it's looking better. And then, of course, I don't need to change any of this. I wouldn't also need to change any of this and any of this. So we are cool. All right. So for now, you can see now we have something like, so let us, if I go back to this, you can see what we have now. So the other div, the div 2 is not showing because we said it shouldn't show in smaller devices less than 800 pixels. But if I go back, we have it here and it's not looking bad. So you can actually work, you can see this one. Okay, so now, mm, mm, mm. But this is only working on, we can just change, instead of doing 800, we can just go back and make this whole thing. I think with this media thing of 800, there's only one device that is making sense here. You can see it's only one device. So I can just take it off and make everything, put everything under, okay. I'm going to just have two media queries. I'm just going to have only two. I will just work with small device and bigger device. Okay, I will just work with this. So I'll go to less than 1,000. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will say minimum of 800. Okay, let me do it here. I'll say minimum of 800 so it can cover. All right, this is better. So I can say minimum of 800. So yeah, anything that is bigger than 800 would work. Anything that less than 800. This one is also okay. It's getting interesting. Even the 768 is now showing that. Oh my God, there's a problem here. Ah, okay. So everything is nice. Okay, let me take this one. Hmm. Okay, I'll take it back. So you can see the problem I was having before is back. Okay. What's happening? Okay. So maybe, okay, I said this is 100, not even 1,000, sorry. So let me go with anything less than 1,000. Anything less than, if I try 900, I think the whole distance will come back again. Hmm. This is 9,000. Okay, we are still having that issue. But even at this, it's not looking bad though. We can also, wow, it's not looking bad. Wait, guys. Okay, I'll take it back to 1,000. Okay. So let's work with this. Let's work with these two breakpoints. There's no difference. There's not much difference with the 800. So let us not be writing too many codes for. Okay, maybe. See, guys, this is trying, we are just trying things out. So maybe I would also bring this guy back here. And then I could say max width of 999 and see. Okay. If I go back here, oops, see, it's still having that issue. So I'll tell you I'm just going to leave everything. Whew. Steam back. I don't even see. This thing is crazy. So let me just work with this. Hmm? Let me work with this. Let me work with this. So I have two breakpoints. There's no need to do this inside here. There is no need. So I think I will just comment it out. Mhm. So let's work with um well, this looks big. You see, it doesn't make sense. It looks big. It's too big. It's too big. Hmm. Okay, since like we'll still do this here. Guys, we'll comment this guy out again. Oops. Okay. Okay. All right. So I think we should just manage to work with this and this 800. So, all right. I think it looks better now. You can see it's not too bad. Okay. Yes, we can still do some touches. All right. We can still do some touches, but hmm, we can still do some touches. Okay. So now we have I think this other guy is okay. Okay. The other div is okay. Well, you can still work on it. So you can play around with it. Play around with it. Okay. So play around with it. You can reduce the font sizes if there is any need for it. So you can play around with it. Yeah. You can play around with it. So if we go full page, this is what it looks like. And then we'll need to restyle this because um okay, so you can see there are a lot of styles we need to do here to make this thing just look good. Okay, to make this thing look good, we just that is it's just crazy. So, but I think you're getting the point now. Okay, so now let's work on the other. Um, hmm, okay, so we're coming back to this one later. So let's just so we are okay with this, and we are okay with anything like 800. So even if I expand it to 100, it's not bad. It's not that bad. No, it's not. Okay, it's not that bad. We can scroll it because you can look at it. It's not that bad, but you can still walk around. Maybe this button is too big. The height of that button is too big. Where is it again? The button, the width. So we didn't give it height here. We can give it height of 10%. No, 20, 30. Hmm. Okay. This guy doesn't have, we can say we give it height of 2 EM, okay, or 1.5, or maybe 1.7. So just do your thing, walk around with this whole thing, do your thing. Okay, so you have already seen what I'm doing here. So if it doesn't look too good, work it out yourself. And then when we go look at when we get back to something this big, you can see that even the navbar we need to even restyle it too. You can see these guys are too close. So we also need to the navbar. Where is it again? The navbar, the UL. We say space between, and we gave some flex. So with the logo, the links, and the account, we said that here, this one is taking flex 3, this one is taking 4. So if we go back to the small device, there is enough space between them. But if I come down here, they look like they are too close to each other. They are too close to each other. So maybe we can give, if we try to give this guy, we have 4, and then this one is 5. So 4, 3, the logo is 4, that's 12. So if we try to say, if we give this guy 4 and give this guy 4, no, they are too close. So I can give this guy 4.5 and give this guy 3.5. Let's see, 3.5. Or, okay, I can give this guy 4 and give the logo 3. Okay, maybe I can even take this guy back to 5. I think it looks better. Or I can give the logo. I can give the logo 2. It's getting too close now. Oh my God, you can see how crazy this is. You will be styling everything to make it look the way you want. So there's a lot of work to be done. I think it looks better on both ends. It looks better. Okay, it looks better. So if I say space around, let's see what it will look like. Okay, let me also try it on the other side. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's come back here. So let us now style the other guy. You can see we have actually succeeded with the media query thing. But now the last one we need to do is for bigger sizes. So let's go for something like, mhm. Um, if I am to expand, uh, is it looking bad, guys? Is it looking bad? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. But if you think so, all right, you can actually come back here and you can come back here on this media query for larger screens and do whatever you'd want to do. Or maybe now, um, we said hero div one is 60% and the other one is 40%. So we can also come here. This is okay. This is all right. So maybe the button, where is the button again? We can. We can give the button width of 30%. And then maybe here we give the height. It will not be too big. We give the height of, let's say 1.2 em. No, 1.5. Let's try one. I think if we try 2, what will it look like? Okay. So the thing is that do whatever you would want to do. All right, do whatever you'd want to do. So it's up to you now. I wouldn't want to spend too much time here. So it will be up to you to actually make this look the way you'd want to. So now let's go now to the next, to this other div. So we were having on the let me get the Figma. So I think this is the Figma. So we're having something like an image, like a mobile screenshot of the app. But now I'm not going to be working with the image. I'm not going to be working with the image because I don't have it. So you can actually get it and work with it. But I'm going to, I'm going to, I'm waiting for this guy to, oh. So you can see that we have something like, if I expand this, you can see we have something like this. All right. So this looks like the desktop version and also the mobile version. So what am I going to do? I'm going to have two divs that would overlap. Do you understand? So I'm not going to bring an image. I will just create two divs that would overlap like this. So when I come here, this thing I have, I'm going to have two divs inside of it that would overlap each other. So one will be bigger and the other one will be smaller. So I will go back. So let me go back to my code. So instead of having that button, I'm going to remove the button. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to have two divs. One will be like the desktop image, and the other one will be like the what's it called again? The mobile image. So I will say div. Okay. Then I'll have another div. I'll just copy and paste. All right, wait. Before I copy and paste, let me give it an ID. I'll give it an ID. Oh, sorry. I'll give it an ID of I'll give it an ID of I'll call it desktop. I'll call it desk desktop image, and this other one would be mobile image. So they are going to overlap. All right, so let's work it out. Let's do some styling there too. Mobile. Okay. So now you can see, so let's go and style it. Maybe we'll not have to remove that background color. So when I come to Hero Div 2, okay, Hero Div 2. So I'm having Hero Div 2 times here. So I'm going to, um, I'll take this guy out from here, put it here. Then I will remove this because we don't need it. All right. Now, what am I going to do now? I'm going to say the div, let me search for desktop, desktop, the desktop img. Let me search for it. I'll give it a background color of white. Okay. I'll give it a background color of white. And I will give it a width. I'll give it a width. Um, I'll give it a width of 80% of its container. And the height, it's like it's not even getting it. And the height of um a height of let's also say a height of 80% of each container. So it means that I will need to go to each container, which is this hero div 1. I will also, since I'm giving it a width, I'll also give it a height. So I'll give it height of 100% of each container. Okay, so what's each container? The container is the container. Let me get this guy back again. Let me give you some background color so that we know what we are working with. Okay, let's come back. Oh my God, sorry. Oh God, not div 1. Sorry about that. not div 1. So these things I did here, I take it back. So we are cool. So not div 1 is div 2 that I'm supposed to look for. So I will go and give div 2 height of 100% of its container. And I will also say background color of red. So, and it's not taking the height to be 100%. Remember that we did not give its container height. So what's the container? Its container, div2's container is what? Section, hero section. So we need to give hero section, and we didn't give it a height. Remember, we didn't give it a height. So we are going to work with auto. Let's remove this height. Let's leave it as auto. But now you see this desktop image, we are going to give it a height of, um, let's say 200 pixel. Do you understand? You can see now we have something like this. Okay, we have it here. So we say 200 pixel, and then we'll go to the div 2. Where is the div 2 again? We'll make it flex instead of block. Let's make it flex. Okay. Or we should make it relative because we make other ones absolute. No, positioning is, we'll make it flex so that we can center its content. So we'll make it flex so we can center its content. So justify content will be center. Then align items would also be center. All right, you can see it's in the center now. Okay, it's in the center. So maybe you see this guy, when we are in this place, we can make this header to be, instead of 80%, let it be more than 80%. We don't have header here. So our header is, by default, our header is, the width is 80%. The width is, no, not the header, sorry. The hero section, the header is 100 width. Is the hero section I'm talking about. Where is the hero section again? So this is hero section, the width is 80% on normal. So we can take this hero section, all right, and go and change the width to, when we come here, we can place the hero section here. Then we're only interested in changing the width. So we can just say the width is 90 so that we can have more space. Did it even make any sense? If we say the hero section, the width is 100, no, it doesn't make it, there is no difference. What are we working with? Is the header? No, not the header. The hero section, this is the hero section. This is the navbar, this is the hero section. So the hero section, we can make it, what do we have here? Where's the hero section again? Content center width is 80%. So we can make, even the navbar, we can make it, the header has width of 100 VW, okay, and it has a padding, okay, the padding will not affect it, this left and right, and the row gap is not so key. I want to increase, there is a lot of space here, so I want to increase even the nav bar. Instead of 80%, I would also want to, let me assume that I say 100%. You can see what I'm talking about here, okay? So I'll take it back to 80, the normal thing, but I will come back here. What am I working here? I will come back here and I'll make this nav bar, instead of 80, I will make it 90. It doesn't make any sense. I'll make it 100. Why? Oh, sorry. I am actually working on, oh my God. You can see the media query I am is 800 and what I have here is 1000. So let me take it back and start afresh from here. You can see it's showing here. So, sorry, my bad, my bad. I was working on the wrong media query. So I will take it to 90%. Okay, look at it, 90%. And I'll take this guy to 90%. So make sure that the styles you're giving high. So you can see there are more space here. All right, I think we have more space here. Okay, so now, what am I working on? Okay, it's like, okay, I'm mixing this thing. I'm so sorry to confuse you. Let me take this guy out of here. Let me also bring this guy. Okay, okay, so guys, we would have to continue later on, but we'll have to continue in the next video. All right, so, but we'll be working on this other div now. So I'll be ending this video and we'll continue in the later, All right.